welcome. In this video, I want to take a couple minutes to respond. By the way, again, Kevin Murdaugh put in a video saying he's done. Okay, he's moving on. He proved his point. He won. All this craziness. Listen, I said this before. You know, arrogance and pride. And this is an example of it. Arrogance and pride can only carry you so far. Okay, when it comes to playing off of appearances. Okay, when it comes to exploiting certain relationship dynamics, because like I said, it's nothing more than a shell game. And the fact, again, you see it right there in terms of putting his relationship, okay, to the test with Grey Goose. He put himself, his arrogance, put himself in that position by way of his back and forth with DeBose. And there it is. It's like lifting the shell up, and there it is. And then suddenly, right, he's admitting to all the problems that he's had since the beginning with Grey Goose. Suddenly he's talking about all the reactivity issues. So here's a guy that cannot even resolve his own relationship problem with his dog, giving out advice, right? And no different than, again, Robert Hines with Monty. Monty's a mess too. So you have these trainers on social media, playing off of appearances, selling this counterfeit picture, and then, just trying to play the old shell game. Okay, so the shell game's exposed. So again, I'm going to continue to move forward. He can try to package this up any way he wants, but he's done. Okay, for anyone with eyes to see, apply critical thinking. Like I said, nothing that I'm putting out is hidden. You can put everything I say to the test, like I said before. But the difference between, again, with what I'm doing now is I'm moving forward. Nothing's coming down. Okay, it's all out there in the open. The dog training world's a mess for a reason. All these controversies that Murdaugh has absolutely zero interest in talking about, I talk about because I say it points directly towards what I'm saying. Okay, there's no accidents or coincidences. Everything that's happening is happening because of this idea that doesn't line up. The blame shifting on the dogs, all of it. So here's a guy that has a reactive dog, admitting to it suddenly, right? Because the shell game's done. He put himself in that position. His arrogance put himself in that position. And so him saying, well, I'm out and big deal. We're going to have to say that sooner or later anyway, because there's nothing left for him to say. I mean, he's probably exhausted all his personal attacks and cheap shots, which had absolutely zero to do with the information I'm putting forward. Like I said, the question of the century, as I call it, it goes right to the heart of the matter. And so these trainers who are marketing this counterfeit picture, I said this before, what's the criteria they're using to establish that perceptions of dogs are changing the way that they assume that they are? There is none, okay? Because the very thing that they object to is the very thing that actually establishes real picture of change in the first place. So these trainers, nothing more than a shell game. It's done. It's finished. There is no debate. It goes on about the debate. Okay, I put out the information. It's solid. Okay, it's proven. It's all out there. So for me, there's no debate. It's just nothing more than a shell game anyway. And that's all I'm doing here is I'm just exposing the shell game for what it is. Thanks for watching.